Scott Barrett's story is about more than just rugby success. Fans know him as an All Blacks standout, but his journey began on a New Zealand farm surrounded by a tight-knit family. Scott's early years, his bond with his brothers, and the impact of his parents helped shape the calm leader he is today. Away from the field, he keeps his personal life close, especially his marriage to Hannah Barrett, which he often shares glimpses of on social media. Scott's achievements span national titles and leadership roles, while his lifestyle remains grounded despite his rising net worth. This post takes a closer look at the parts of his life fans rarely see, from childhood memories to family milestones and professional triumphs. Early life and family background. Scott Barrett's story starts far from packed stadiums and under the wide, open skies of rural New Zealand. Growing up on a family farm in Taranaki gave him more than just a strong work ethic, it shaped the rugged resilience seen in his rugby. The foundation of his character, discipline, and later achievements were built during these formative years, thanks in large part to the unique environment and strong family bonds that surrounded him from day one. Childhood and education. Scott Barrett was raised in the dairy heartland of Taranaki, where chores before school and muddy boots were a way of life. From a young age, Scott and his siblings learned the value of teamwork and responsibility, pitching in with farm duties and sharing both hard work and laughter. School days began at local primary institutions before he moved on to Francis Douglas Memorial College. This school, known for producing several top rugby players, became a key influence. The emphasis at Francis Douglas wasn't just on sport, it was about character, humility, and community, qualities deeply woven into Scott's own outlook. Scott wasn't alone on this path. He attended school alongside his brothers Bowden and Geordie, all of them learning under the same roof and often the same coaches. This close-knit environment helped Scott stay grounded. Teachers and mentors at Francis Douglas Memorial College quickly spotted the Barrett boys' natural talent, but it was their commitment and balance of academics and sport that set them apart. Taking lessons from both classroom and countryside, Scott developed a sense of leadership and fair play that would later define him as a respected figure in New Zealand rugby. Family ties and support system. Family isn't just a word in the Barrett household, it's the core of everything. Scott is the third of 8 siblings and grew up with parents, Kevin and Robin, who supported every one of their children's dreams with unwavering dedication. Kevin, a former Taranaki rugby player himself, instilled a love for the game and the importance of discipline. Robin's dedication to the home and family brought balance and a strong sense of security. Life in the Barrett family revolved around the farm and rugby fields. Weekends were spent at local rugby matches, with all the Barrett kids on the sidelines or taking part. The energy and encouragement from his parents never wavered, whether it was early mornings in the milking shed or long drives to rugby tournaments. Siblings played together and pushed each other to improve, but there was always room for friendly competition and plenty of support after the final whistle. Scott credits much of his success to this unique setup. Shared experiences. The Barrett brothers learned the importance of humility and hard work firsthand, laying a foundation for both personal and athletic growth. Parental example, Kevin and Robin showed what real commitment looks like, making sacrifices for their children's futures. Emotional strength, having a large, tight group behind him gave Scott the confidence to thrive, even when he was far from home or under pressure to perform. Scott Barrett's story can't be told without highlighting the strength and warmth of his family. Their encouragement and belief in each other sparked not only 3 All Blacks careers but a legacy that continues to inspire young athletes across New Zealand. Scott Barrett's personal life, wife and lifestyle. Behind the headlines and matchday highlights, Scott Barrett's private life shows a different side to the professional rugby player. Much of what keeps him grounded is the steady presence of his wife, Alison Barrett, and their shared commitment to family and community. Life away from the pitch is shaped by simple pleasures, close relationships, and giving back in real ways. Relationship with wife Alison Barrett. Scott Barrett's relationship with his wife, Alison Barrett, is a big part of his stability and joy off the field. The couple, longtime residents of La Canada, are known for keeping their life together genuine and low-key. Alison, an accomplished artist and active mom, prefers to keep her spotlight small, but her influence is felt in Scott's steady, down-to-earth attitude. They built their marriage around mutual respect and shared priorities. While Scott is often away with the All Blacks or New Zealand franchises, Alison anchors the home front and supports his demanding schedule. Their partnership works because both embrace teamwork off the field, juggling family life, personal interests, and time with friends. A few defining aspects of their marriage include shared interests. Both enjoy time outdoors, whether it's walking in their quiet neighborhood or taking trips to explore natural beauty spots around New Zealand and California. Strong communication. Living a public life means rumors and pressure. Allison and Scott rely on honest conversation and humor to keep things in perspective. Simple joys, from at-home dinners to spontaneous getaways, their best moments are often away from cameras or crowds. Fans sometimes spot glimpses of their family on social media, photos with the kids, birthday celebrations, and community events, but for the most part, the Barretts value privacy over publicity. Community involvement and philanthropy. Giving back is woven into Scott and Allison's daily life. In La Canada, they are known for their quiet philanthropy rather than splashy charity events. Scott serves on the board of the Pasadena Community Foundation and the Warren Christopher Scholarship Fund. These roles allow him to use his resources and experience to open doors for local young people, especially those aiming for college but facing financial hurdles. Allison is active in volunteer circles, supporting local art programs, health initiatives, and parent organizations. Together, Scott and Allison help organize fundraisers, attend community meetings, and lend a hand at events that matter to their neighbors. Their philosophy is simple: help where you can, do it with heart, and stay humble. Scott's rugby career opened doors, but he and Allison never lost sight of what matters. Whether it's mentoring young athletes, supporting local schools, or helping families in need, they give time and effort, not just money. Key ways the Barretts give back include scholarships, annual awards for underrepresented students in Los Angeles, coordinated through the Warren Christopher Scholarship Fund. Youth mentorship, volunteering at local sports events and sharing advice with aspiring athletes. Art and health programs. Allison's passion for the arts and wellness shines through her work with local organizations. Event planning, organizing and attending neighborhood events to raise funds and strengthen community ties. Every step, big or small, lines up with the values Scott and Allison share: generosity, humility, and making a difference right where they live. The Barretts' lifestyle isn't about luxury or attention. For them, real richness comes from meaningful relationships, family memories, and community impact that lasts beyond any rugby season. Professional achievements and career milestones. Scott Barrett's rugby career is packed with moments that mark him as more than just another player on the field. Fans and former teammates describe him as steady, reliable, and tough, a player who knows how to rise to the occasion when it counts. Over the years, Barrett has made his mark both in the famed black jersey for New Zealand and in Super Rugby with the Crusaders. His journey features not only match wins and team titles, but also unique moments that have etched his name into All Blacks history. Notable career accomplishments. Barrett made his Test debut for the All Blacks in 2016 in Chicago, scoring a try against Ireland, a dream start for any player. Few could have predicted what came next. After filling in as an injury replacement, he played in all 4 matches on the tough Northern Tour. This early showing cemented his place in the squad and proved his ability to adapt under pressure. Some of Barrett's standout achievements include 80 tests for the All Blacks. These caps put him among the most experienced forwards currently competing, with 7 tries scored at international level. Part of a history-making family, in 2017, Scott and his brothers Bowden and Geordie became the first trio of brothers to be named in the same All Blacks squad. Playing alongside family brought national attention and underscored the Barrett family's influence on New Zealand rugby. Leadership for the Crusaders. Scott has been a key part of the Crusaders' Super Rugby dominance, serving as captain and helping secure multiple Super Rugby titles. He consistently brought grit and clear-headed decision-making, especially in crucial playoff matches. Versatility on the field. Known mainly as a lock, Barrett's physical style and smart play have let him cover flanker and other roles when needed. Coaches trust him to plug gaps and set standards for effort at training and in matches. Fans remember moments like tackling sprees in playoffs, line-out steals when the All Blacks needed them, and clean, powerful carries even in tough conditions. While Barrett isn't always front and center in highlight reels, his contributions create the platform for his team's success. Industry recognition and leadership roles. People across rugby circles respect Barrett for his professionalism and calm leadership. He may not be the loudest voice in the locker room, but teammates follow the way he steps up on and off the pitch. His leadership isn't just a title, it's the way he carries himself, backing up words with action and setting standards daily. All Blacks Leadership Group. Barrett has often been tapped as a senior figure around the All Blacks, providing input on game planning and mentoring younger members. His approach balances tough standards with encouragement. Crusaders captaincy. Under his leadership, the Crusaders continued their status as a Super Rugby powerhouse. The squad lifted several titles with him as captain, and those close to the team point to his ability to maintain team culture and keep focus in demanding runs of games. Consistency and reliability. Barrett's managers and coaches highlight his ability to deliver, whether starting or coming from the bench, and his knack for handling pressure. When the team needed a voice of calm, Barrett provided it. Barrett's peers and rugby pundits recognize his value, even during periods where his form dipped. His influence and experience remained essential to his teams. While he's faced scrutiny for performance ups and downs, Barrett continues to train with determination and focus, earning the respect of both club and country. His steady growth from young talent to respected veteran is a story of hard work, humility, and stepping up when his team needs him most. These career milestones and leadership moments help define Scott Barrett, on the stat sheet, in the record books, and for rugby fans across New Zealand. Net worth and financial insights. Scott Barrett stands out as more than a rugby powerhouse. He's building his financial security with the same steady mindset he takes onto the field. While his exact net worth is often kept private, smart moves in career contracts, off-field ventures, and responsible investing position him well in the world of professional athletes. Like many in his league, Barrett balances high-profile contracts with a disciplined approach to wealth. This section takes a closer look at where his income comes from and how he manages it for the long haul. Earnings and income sources. As one of New Zealand's leading rugby players, Scott Barrett draws the bulk of his earnings from rugby contracts, mainly with the Crusaders and Super Rugby and the All Blacks at the international level. Rugby New Zealand centralizes contracts for top All Blacks, and Barrett's status as a senior player puts him near the upper end of earning tiers. Annual base salaries for elite All Blacks can reach $500,000, $600,000, with match bonuses and image rights adding to the pot during busy test seasons. Outside the pitch, Barrett's reputation brings in endorsement offers and commercial partnerships. While he's more selective than some, he has worked with sports equipment brands, nutritional and wellness companies, local community campaigns and social awareness ads. Bonuses for championship wins and select speaking appearances also add extra income. In comparison to global sports figures, Barrett's earnings may seem modest, but within New Zealand's sports scene, he ranks among the top rugby earners, especially when you factor in longevity and reputation. Many pro players also join after-dinner speaking circuits or media analysis roles as they advance through their careers, providing a future income stream that Barrett can tap if he chooses. Investments and wealth management. Earning well in professional sports is key, but managing wealth matters even more, especially when careers are short. Scott Barrett adopts a low-key but practical approach to his finances, reportedly working closely with financial advisors experienced in guiding top New Zealand athletes. He spreads his investments across several areas, rather than putting all his earnings into one basket. This smart approach covers property. Like many All Blacks, Barrett has invested in New Zealand real estate, focusing on family homes and rental properties. Brick-and-mortar assets can offer both stability and potential long-term gains as housing demand remains steady. Savings and managed funds. Barrett's advisors encourage a portion of income to go into savings accounts, low to moderate risk managed funds, and retirement accounts. This provides a reliable safety net for life after rugby. Business opportunities. He's shown interest in backing local startups, especially those tied to sports performance, well-being, or farming, areas close to his heart given his Taranaki roots and sporting background. Wealth management in Barrett's camp isn't about risk, it's about sustainability. He favors steady growth and security over flashy investments. Compared to peers who make headlines for high-end cars or luxury buys, Barrett's style remains practical and family-centered. His measured take on spending and saving keeps him ahead, not just while the rugby paychecks roll in, but well into the next stage of life. When set alongside other leaders in New Zealand rugby, Barrett's net worth is solid and growing. By making wise choices now, he sets himself up to support his family, maintain his lifestyle, and avoid the pitfalls that can come with sudden wealth in professional sport. Scott Barrett's story is proof that a grounded start and strong family values can set the stage for lasting achievement. He continues to win respect as a leader on and off the field, driven by teamwork, humility, and a steady focus on improvement, qualities shaped by his upbringing and family bonds. Barrett's dedication to his sport, his financial sense, and his commitment to community all show what matters most to him. He inspires fans with his work ethic and gives back quietly through local causes. Barrett isn't just building a winning rugby legacy, he's setting an example for the next generation of players and showing that real success goes beyond headlines and highlights. Thanks for exploring Scott Barrett's journey. If you've enjoyed this look into his life, share your thoughts or favorite Scott Barrett moments in the comments. Stay tuned for more stories that highlight the character behind the athlete.